Before Kyoshi, before Roku, before even the cycle itself, there was a single human who changed the shape of the world forever. His name was Wan, the very first avatar. And his story isn't just a legend. It's a warning, a tragedy, and the birth of balance itself. Welcome to the Lore Garden, where we uncover the truths buried beneath the worlds we love. Thousands of years ago, the world was nothing like we know it. Humans lived on the backs of lion turtles, enormous ancient beings who granted bending only when humans needed it to survive outside their safe zones. There were no nations, no bending societies, no avatar cycle. Spirits and humans didn't just interact, they clashed. The world was chaotic, dangerous, and divided. This is the world Wan grew up in, a place where survival meant following rules, obeying authority, and never questioning the lion turtles. But Wan questioned everything. Lion turtles weren't just giant beasts. They were the last remnants of an older age where spirits and titanic beings shaped the world. They protected humans, yes, but they also kept them dependent. By giving and removing bending at will, lion turtles created a society where technology never advanced, cities never expanded, and humans never learned to fend for themselves. Wan's rebellion didn't just change his life. It broke a system that kept humans small. This adds thematic tension. The Avatar begins with liberation and danger. Wan wasn't born a hero. He was born hungry. A troublemaker, mischievous, and desperate, Wan took a dangerous risk. He asked for firebending from the lion turtle, not to hunt, but to steal food for his village. He was caught, and instead of being punished traditionally, Wan made a choice. He asked to keep the fire, even after leaving the lion turtle's protection. This was the moment the world changed. Wan became the first human ever to wield bending permanently, not temporarily, a small act of rebellion that sent ripples through history. Leaving the lion turtle's city meant entering a world filled with spirits, some peaceful, some terrifying. At first, Wan struggled. Firebending was raw and uncontrolled. But he learned, through trial, failure, and humility. He helped spirits. He learned to survive without dominance. This is the core difference between Wan and nearly every firebender after him. He saw bending not as power, but responsibility. This compassion is what leads to his destiny. One day, Wan came across two ancient cosmic entities locked in eternal combat. Rava, the spirit of peace and light. Vatu, the spirit of chaos and darkness. Unaware of the consequences, Wan made a terrible mistake. He freed Vatu. This moment is the spiritual equivalent of starting the apocalypse. Spirits turned hostile. The world lost balance. Darkness spread. Wan realized the truth. He wasn't just a rebellious kid anymore. He had accidentally doomed the world. And so he sought out Rava to make it right. At first, Wan and Rava were not partners. She didn't trust him. She didn't believe in him. But as they traveled the world together, confronting Vatu's growing influence, something unprecedented happened. A human and a spirit fused, not temporarily, not symbolically, but truly, a merging of consciousness and soul. This union created the first avatar state, a moment when one accessed all four elements through Rava's guidance. He became the world's first bridge between humans and spirits. Now with Rava fully bonded to him, Wan did what no human had done before. Firebending mastery. He turned raw flames into refined martial arts, becoming the proto-firebender whose style would influence generations. Waterbending. He learned from spirits, not humans, making his style fluid, reactive, animalistic. Airbending. At first clumsy, Wan grew to understand air as freedom from earthly burdens, a philosophy that would later define the air nomads. Earthbending. He learned perseverance the hard way, through injuries, exhaustion, and terrain that fought back. Juan's avatar state was unstable and primal, but unimaginably powerful. It wasn't the refined, all-past lives mode we see later. It was raw spirit energy amplified through Rava. Juan is arguably the most important avatar, not the strongest, but his power was cosmic level by the end of his life. As Juan traveled, something unexpected happened. Humans began leaving the lion turtles. They began forming communities. They started claiming land, bending or not. Juan witnessed the first seeds of the water tribes, the earth kingdom, the fire nation, the air nomads. Civilization didn't form because people were ready, but because they were forced to adapt. This ties Juan directly to the birth of nations. In the final showdown during harmonic convergence, Juan and Rava faced Vatu's full power. The battle was devastating. Landscapes reshaped. Spirits tore through reality. Juan, even with Rava, was pushed to his absolute limits. He defeated Vatu, but not without consequences. Rava was weakened. Juan's body was damaged, and the world never returned to what it was before. Balance had been created, but at enormous cost. As Juan lay dying, Rava tried to comfort him. "I only wanted to do good," Juan said. "You did," Rava replied. With his last breath, Juan made a final wish. That the avatar would continue, life after life, protecting balance. His soul passed on. Rava carried it into the next human, and the avatar cycle was born. Juan became the first link in a chain of reincarnation that still shapes the world thousands of years later. Every avatar, from Kuruk to Kyoshi to Aang to Korra, exists because Juan made a single choice: to take responsibility for a mistake, and then sacrifice everything to fix it. If you enjoyed exploring the origins of the avatar cycle, feel free to watch our other videos. Like the video, subscribe, and grow the lore garden with us, one story at a time. Until our next journey, keep exploring.